you mentioned that you have done some directing.
I have.
The whole idea of narrative and gesture and everything, does that come sort of out of that vernacular for you, or is it unrelated?
Yeah, well, see, you also have to keep in mind that as a composer, I'm also a librettist in the opera house.
I was going to ask you about that.
Yes, so I've got sort of two halves of my brain working, and with the first time I wrote an opera, which was Little Women, partly because it was sheer intimidation. Really, I was just I thought, how do I not make this enormous, sprawling thing into a mess? Or another way of asking it is, how can I get far enough away from what the piece is supposed to be, so that I can see it before I write it? And that I was asking those questions both as a librettist and as a composer, because I had to do both. And what that one core of that, or one solution to that problem, was directing the piece before I wrote it. Imagining if I'm sitting in the theater and I haven't written it, but if it were written, what might it sound like? What might it move like? What would the body language of the characters be telling me about what the truth of the story was, quite apart from what they were saying or what they were speaking, or what they were saying or what they were singing? Because in many ways with opera, and I think, again, more and more, with all kinds of music, what you're looking for is the sound that fuses with the gesture that tells you the truth at the moment.